I put this in the book. You can sit down. I put this in. I'm going to do a little song and dance for you tonight. Just kidding. So I think this year, Cathy and Barbara, this is our 30-year anniversary.
No, next year.
Oh, this year. All right, maybe we had too much tequila and we can't keep track of the years. But no, wait.
84.
All right, 84. But we met each other in November of 1983, where we at the 323rd Med Lab. 84, we went into the military.
I'm usually not wrong, but I stand corrected.
The birthday girl stands corrected. All right, so this is just a little story, and since none of you were there except for me, Cathy, and Barb, I'm going to give a little bit of a history of our basic training, what we did for schooling, and then what we did after that. So here goes.
Leave the after that out of it.
Oh, and by the way, there are some things that aren't in here, but they wouldn't probably be so good to discuss here at this party. Anyway. Okay, so I met Cathy and Barb's on that fateful day in the winter of 1983 at Hanscom Air Force Base, where we were assigned to the 323rd Medical Laboratory Unit, and the rest is history. We learned that the three of us would embark on a military adventure, and boy, did we have much in store for Uncle Sam. We flew together to Fort Jackson, South Carolina for basic training in mid-January 1984, where we learned how to throw live hand grenades, fire M16s, and kick butt on the obstacle course. There's a little caveat to that, although, because I don't think Cathy took the obstacle course.
I did! Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
I think you did.
So,
You're not going to get that microphone back.
yeah. I'm not that drunk yet. Okay.
Oh,
I'm like a singer. Oh, all right. You gotta,
when you talk loud, you get the
right? So, okay, I broke my ankle on the week before my 21st birthday.
It was torn ligaments.
No, it was. It was. Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
So-
don't you lie again,
No,
please.
so on my 21st birthday, I'm still walking around with an ankle that's as big as, at that time, my ass, but it would pale to compare right now. So I just snuck out to sick call. So I go to sick call, and they said, oh, they took an x-ray, and they said, here, take these x-rays and walk 2 miles to orthopedics. So I take the x-rays and I walk 2 miles to orthopedics, and they say it's broken, right? No, they said it was a torn ligament, and I looked at the x-rays as I was walking, and there was a break. Oh my God, look at, shit comes back as you talk. You never tell I'm 50. So I look, and there is a definite break. So they put a cast on me up to here. And I know, this is a long story. So I had a cast on during the time they did the obstacle course, and I was held back 4 days. And I did the obstacle course before they let me go.
Oh my God.
Where was I?
Sam 14 Houston.
Oh.
So after all, Cathy did do the obstacle course. So I stand corrected.
She did a good
She
job.
probably did it faster than we did.
Bad.
with the cast and all. So there you go. All right. So I have a little bit about the cast, but you know, it is 30 years ago, so the story might not be right. So
It's only 1 page, Cathy.
we flew to Fort Jackson. We learned how to throw live hand grenades, kick butt on the obstacle course. But the 15-mile march.
Tell them how you picked me up. Oh.
The 15-mile march was another thing. Near the 13th mile, Cathy fell and I stopped to help her. The drill sergeant was yelling at me for stopping and at her for falling and to get up. I yelled back at him and told him she was hurt! But that didn't stop her. She was a trooper and basically finished the march, only to end up with a cast on her ankle from the injury.
There you go. Thank you.
Cathy's the best. Cathy's the best.
I was smart enough not to pack all the gear they called for on the 15-mile march in my rucksack, so it wasn't so heavy. I loaded it with cookies and brownies that my mother sent every week, and I would sell them for cash to buy cigarettes for me, Cathy, and Barbara. Well, the drill sergeants were keen enough not to place the three of us in the same unit. We lived in the same barracks, so we would meet in a closet and chain smoke cigarettes all night long. Cathy was a sleepwalker, a condition that will expel you from the Army. And one night she was in the hallway yelling for everyone to, "Forward! Forward!" That means everyone has to get up, get dressed in full uniform, and stand at attention in formation outside of the barracks as soon as possible. We quickly whisked her back to bed, and the drill sergeants didn't know which one of us did it, so she was off the hook. So, we all made it through, but Cathy was a week behind due to her mishap. Then we ventured on to Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio, where we attended medical laboratory school. Barb's got an apartment off base, and we spent our free time there and on the Riverwalk, dancing in nightclubs and terrorizing the Texans. We went to Mexico a few times, but those stories can't be recalled due to the amounts of tequila in our system. We hung out with the Special Forces troops, and we played a round of golf or two.
Cathy might have.
Oh my God.
And after about a year, we
I
graduated.
think there was boats involved.
And they shipped us back to Boston, where we all attended Northeastern University under the Army Civilian Contract Training Program.
Correction, I didn't attend Northeastern.
Well, you did do the Civilian Contract
I did
Training
do the
Program.
civilian contract training.
So, I wasn't done yet now, you settle down. So, Barbara found this program scam where we could go to college on the government's dime and receive a hefty check each month for active duty pay.
Yeah.
So Cathy was smart enough to use the money to rent an apartment. And we spent our time there on weekends,
Yeah.
becoming the Saturday night entertainment at Triple D's in Southie and hanging with the thugs. I think we were actually hanging with Whitey Bulger too. So,
Yeah, triple
triple O's, triple D's. You know, I told you. Well, all right, wait a minute, I got confused. Cathy's a triple D. Cathy's a triple D. We went to triple O's. Oh, I always get confused with those letters.
And the Bayside.
The Bayside, the Bay Dive. We used to call it the Bay Dive. All right, so anyway.
Wow, you drank way too much tequila, sister.
So one night, Barb's and I stole Cathy's new car and drove around the neighborhood on two wheels for a really long time, with Cathy chasing after us. And then one night,
Correction, they
Correction.
left me on the corner.
all right, so we left her on the
As they were
corner.
driving my vehicle.
And I remember throwing all your stuff that you had.
As I stood on the
She had fuzzy dice on her,
You threw everything out the car.
we just threw everything out. We drove around in circles and something, and you could hear the wheels going. So we were cracking up, and Cathy was, I thought you were chasing us, but maybe he was standing still. Who knows? So, anyway, one night, after leaving the bar, Bay Dive, we decided to jump the chain link fence instead of walking around to get to the car. Well, Barb's and I made it in one fell swoop. But Cathy's new designer jeans got stuck on the sharp prongs at the top of the fence. And we left her there. The Southie police had to help her down. Yep. Cathy, how much did you pay for those jeans?
It was $60 jeans. And back in '86 probably.
They were.
I was not gonna rip $60 jeans.
I'm surprised they didn't call the fire department.
And that's because she didn't do the obstacle course in music training. So, on some nights, we'd go out to Faneuil Hall and end the night on Dorchester Avenue, meeting up with Mama Deal and Auntie Peggy, who would tell us about their brawls with the biatches they ran into. One of them ended up in the slammer one night, and we won't tell you which one.
It's for my Auntie Peggy.
You know, that's an Auntie Peggy. I don't know how many times we bailed your mother out of jail.
We bailed her out quite a lot.
But she was always protecting Auntie Peggy.
Yeah, just like I protect Barbara.
Yep.
That's right. So fast forward to present, 30 years have passed since we first met at Hanscom Air Force Base, and we have managed to stay in touch and be a part of each other's lives through the good, the bad, the ugly, and the sad. While I am no good writing heartfelt poems like Vinny, I remember the sound in Cathy's voice when she recited his first poem over the phone. I can say that I am honored to be your sister friend. We laughed well and shed many tears together, with your beauty and strength of spirit always shining through. My life has been oh so much richer because of you. Happy 50th birthday, my friend. I love you.